Yes, people, welcome to Mesque un Club, my favourite Spanish team, FC Barcelona here, in an FC26 Career Mode. Long save. If you're new to this second channel, and you've come over from the first one, or if you are watching this on the main channel, this is going to be an in-depth Barcelona save, with a few polishes yet to be gone on it, because Paris we have in the Champions League, we have utilised life points, because we are on the 5th of February, or is it March already? I didn't even know that, but I have replicated the games utilising the live points that Barcelona have gone through. They beat Atleti 3-0 in the Copa del Rey. They hammered Villarreal 4-1, and in this universe sit 4 points above Real Madrid in second. The Supercopa was already won against Real Madrid, and the final wasn't made of the Copa de España, lost 4-3. However, that's why we've turned up. We want to turn Barcelona into the world's best, once more dominating every competition, and we do want to win the Champions League, which obviously they do play Newcastle in real life. Don't know why they don't here. I think every game is randomized. Real Madrid versus Manchester City. Big one that's happening in real life. And this is the team. I am so excited to use this. We do have the star boy, Lamine Yamal, who is only 18 still. Unbelievable. We're coming in as the manager. We can make any changes we want to make. We've got Christiansen, the only one injured with that ACL injury he suffered. Lewandowski on the bench. Dani Olmo. Araujo doesn't make this team, but this team, it really is quality. Hansi Flick, obviously, in real life with his hands on it. And one player out on loan I didn't actually know about. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is at Girona. João Cancelo's only on loan from Al Hilal. We've got Marcus Rashford on loan from Manchester United. Is that one we make permanent here? With 77 million euros, 3 million spent, I don't actually know what on. And unfortunately outside of January, so we can't make any further signings. We're going to have to be smart here, and do we actually change this up to fit our shape? Or do we trust Hansi Flick's shape? Now, I think I am going to try and put my stamp on things. We can imagine Hansi's gone off to, let's say, Bayern Munich again. And we're taking over this job, as I want to go the 4-3-3 attack with a high defensive line, a little like Flick does already, and we do want two inside forwards here. I want to play football, I want playmakers, I want a classic 10, I want wing-backs attacking. So forward thinking, and now everybody fits in this team, but two changes. Dani Olmo, does he stick in this Barca 11? I don't actually know. We'll swap Kabasi around in the defense right there. Marcus Rashford doesn't make his way in, but now Pedri and Frankie de Jong are comfortable. Roam in the middle as players out of contract. Robert Lewandowski is one of them, and with his age considered 37-year-old, I'm gonna hold out on a contract. Tony Fernandes is a youngster who we could actually sign up right here, as youth is going to be a big thing, and it's a big thing right now. Flipping over to the academy, we've got Ariana already in a job, but we need the best scouts. Masia, one of the best academies, if not the best worldwide. As I'm going Spain, Masia can actually branch out here, as I'm also going Andorra, very close to España, of course, and Morocco, just over the coast, and they've produced a couple of La Liga talents, so I am going to take a look there. Now, we've got the tactics all sorted out, meaning the next step, pile in on the coach management, bringing my own English team across to get the best out of these players. Now, Lamine Yamal's changing to a out-and-out winger, Rafinha the same, hopefully he reaches a 90 overall, and Marcus Rashford as a striker, I think could actually suit this team to the ground. Maybe Jules Koundé to a centre-back, but not for now. For now, he stays as a right-back. He's got 3 goals and 3 assists, as there's the stats of the current players, but it means nothing if they don't play for the new manager, which is me, as Tony Fernandes happy with his contract, Dani Olmo happy for listening. Lewandowski still wants to remain here, but he, like I said, is going to be playing for a new deal. And you don't get any better of a start than a trip with Barcelona against an ex-Barcelona manager to the San Mamés, recently known as the place where the finale of the Champions or Europa League took place. And this is the first time in ages I am actually seeing La Liga graphics in game. I'm so happy to be coaching here. All my days, though we almost concede, was going on about how happy I am. I always turn miserable when that happens because we're under pressure here in Spain. But I want to get this lad on the ball as much as possible. Lamine Yamal. That's a brilliant start under my tenure. Skills not to pay the bills. And Goretzka trying to get away from us. Eric Garcia does get the tackle in. Frankie de Jong around the corner as well. Now Pedri. Pedri's around freedom, or allowed freedom, tries to play the ball through. Here is Robert Lewandowski. Come on, Robert. As do we try any corner tactics at this club? I'm going to try when I don't try. Run to the far post where there is defenders waiting. Jules Koundé over. Like I say, keeping my eye on that man to see if he does need to change to centre-back or not. With us robbing the ball off Bilbao here, and now we need to go. Or Athletic Club, I should call them. Lamine Yamal, inside of the defender. Lamine Yamal! Who else was going to score the first goal for our management here at Barcelona? Lamine the Dream. He was running through. The defenders could not catch him up. And that goal coming just before half-time. In the first half. Super. You love to see it, as here he goes again. He's just absolutely rage-baiting Bilbao defenders here, or Athletic Club. I need to learn to say that properly. Pedri, he's a playmaker, so he does get rather far forward. How's that not a penalty? Was he not took out there? As Lamine Yamal, Koundé, you are a wing-back, don't forget, unless you're not used to playing there. Had to run forward a little bit as Yamal into Dani Olmo. Can't get the right side of his defender. Thinking about making changes soon, as yes, we've been quite solid, but we can be better. Williams out past Koundé. Berenguer getting a cross in. Goretzka into Williams. That's one massive save. And Athletic Club are out of this game. Heinz Sanche goes wide, if I've pronounced that right. If I don't pronounce anything right, please do forgive me. If you're enjoying, subscribe to the channel. Doing a link as Rashford links up, and Rashford with another low driven. I need to stop with them, but playing for a permanent deal at Barcelona here. Scores a rather complete finish. It was just passed on by Fermin into his path. It shows we are starting off well here, but still we've got Paris Saint-Germain. In the most butchered Champions League of all, we are going to sim the away fixture, play the home, and then sim a few more games. Maybe we play Atleti today, maybe we get onto the derby. We could go to Madrid, or bring them to us for a huge game, as the first leg is a 4-0 hammering. I can't speak in a full sentence after that. Now top of the league in La Liga by 7 points, but I still feel dead inside. After that humiliation ritual, our team isn't even that tired going into Sevilla with changes. I'm not accepting it, so in come a couple of youngsters, saving some first teamers for the second leg, as this is Sevilla. You dare let us down back to back. Oh my days. At least one of the players we just put into the team, Gavi, does score a goal. But what about that? After a class debut, Real Madrid failed to pounce, however. We're still top of the league by 6 points. Still, I don't feel good in ourselves. A 2-1 loss, a 4-0 loss. Hansi Flick will be called to come back. As speaking of comeback, it's happened before for PSG against Barcelona in this competition. So let the rotation continue. There I am, suited and booted. You just have to wear shirt and tie if you're the coach of Barcelona, I would say anyway, as from kickoff, we gave it into Skvicha, and Rauho is in the defence. Do want to test him in game. He's usually good. Douai was almost better. Or Desir Douai. But still, he's on the ball. We can't get close to him. Okay, that would have been the game immediately over. Don't forget, we need 4 goals to come back. Lamine Yamal. Okay, we are playing a high line here. We need to occupy the space. That is a brilliant ball into Rafinha. Could Sweaty it. Goes himself. The Barcelona captain. I don't know why he's doing flips. We 4-1 down. Here's me regretting simulating the first leg, but I always do it. And it's something, unless you guys in the comments tell me to stop doing, I'll continue doing. I think it makes the episodes flow. Nunmensch flowing into our box, however. Fabian, if we concede the next, that is deadly. Fabian looking for an angle, gets it into Vitinha. What a save by Joan Garcia again. It's simple stuff, boys. And the game is actually getting away from us a little bit. Lamine Yamal, that pass is always onto Rafinha. But if this time he could return the favour, Rafinha into Yamal. How is Yamal missing? He couldn't really afford to. And now into the second half, because nothing happened in that first. They're trying the tactic. As at the moment, Luis Enrique will be beating his former club the Champions League knockout round. What a tackle by Araujo. Need to speed our attacks up right here. Rafinha, make that run. Dani Olmo was waiting. Rafinha drilled that across. Yamal into the middle. Lewandowski. Grab that ball. We go again. And Neves is actually injured for them. Is that Ruben Neves they've signed? I don't know. But they've snuck behind us. Koundé. Caught sleeping against Kvicha. Real Madrid just signed a right back, and I think we joined them in doing also. It's just not comfortable for me, as we're going to make more changes right now. Chasing the game again, and Rafinha into Marcus Rashford. Rashford into Gavi. He's come into the lineup, made a little bit of an impact instead of Frankie de Jong, who I understand isn't old, but is getting older. And with Masia here, I do want to create our own talents. With Kvicha drifting inside. João Neves hitting Araujo. Has it hit him on the arm? It has. It's going to be a penalty. Noon Mensch with 85 penalties. That's a weird one. This to be 6-2. And I don't know why he was taking it. Balmy decision. Lamine Yamal bullied off the ball by him again, however. And we are bullied to leaving the Champions League despite a victory on the night. Frustrating as Newcastle through, Sporting through. I mean, they've got Liverpool in the next round, Paris. Good luck to them. Good luck to Luis Enrique. And good luck to our team, because we've got to build ourselves up again, obviously in the first season. If we won the Champions League, it would be a little bit defeatist. We've got to go again right now to win this title that Flick had us winning before we came in. Surely we don't bottle this one. Surely no more 4-0 defeats. With position swaps to make, Lamine Yamal to a 90. Rafinha to a 90. Both of them working as inside forwards. Jury's still out on Marcus Rashford. He's got a few more weeks to train as a striker. As we go into Valladolid, one change or two changes, De Jong and Rashford himself. And you might be saying, Max, why no Kabasi? Well, he's a little bit fatigued at the moment. I do plan on getting him into the team, potentially with a centre-back partner in Jules Koundé, who I might shuffle across. He's in his prime at 27. And another midfielder we cannot forget, the Busquets regen, Marc Casado. Not in the team for this one, as Atleti play Real on the same day as Rayo Vallecano. No. What's happening? We're losing in simulations as Real beat Atleti. Atleti, our next taste of action, but before that, we've got to get some positivity in to this career mode as youth. I'm going to check and build our academy up, with Morocco being the best found players. I need to change the pictures of the players on the left-hand side to match their faces on the right. I'll do that once they're promoted. With Nacho Villa, the next Yamal, potentially getting a promotion straight away. And despite not much potential, Oscar Valablia, if he moved over to a centre-back, he could be special for us, as injuries to the current La Masia graduates, Bernal and Fernandez, but unfortunately for those, they weren't playing in the upcoming game. With Rashford starting on the bench, despite now changing to a striker, and the other man we're yet to change, Jules Koundé. He's now a Barcelona centre-back. Oh, and I like this kit. I like it, but I don't like theirs. As Atleti, we've got to try and beat. We did beat Paris despite losing overall, so confidence should be up. And look at the sneak behind from Lamine Yamal. I think he's offside, and he is. Unlucky, but that's things to come. Or a sign of things to come in this game. Robert Lewandowski back in from the off. I feel like against Atleti, you need physicality more than skill, in my opinion. They play with it themselves, so we're trying to double up on them, and that is a run from Palacios, and that's another brilliant save. Joan Garcia has been excellent for us since he's ever stepped in and been ever present. Gavi stepped in for Frankie de Jong and been really good himself. And now Pedri, this is where we attack them. This is why I've gone wide with wingers. Rafinha with a spin inside. Yamal, he tried to put his head where it hurts. Being very unlucky as Alexander Slurlov. Good interception by João Cancelo. Jules Koundé. Drill that through the middle. Or don't. Just drill it into Gavi. With João Cancelo around the corner. This time it's onside just before half-time. Lamine Yamal, no support. Oblak saves. And with Real Madrid close on our tails. Real Madrid beating this team here. They'll grow in confidence seeing we can't beat them. João Cancelo, despite only a lone figure back in the team. Dani Olmo, he can't push it through the middle. They're making changes going into this half, and we're still messing up passes. This second half not being nice to us. Kerbasi's come a long way to make a tackle. We need to fill in there, lads. Pedri Drop back, toying with us. We win the ball back. Now we've got to go very quickly. Dani Olmo looking over the top for Rafinha. He beats his defender to it. Rafinha needs support from Balde. Balde runs around him. Alejandro Balde in the middle. Oh, Lenormand. However, wasn't enough as we've got 5 added minutes. A terrible, terrible throw-in, and Julian Alvarez is away. Jules Koundé needs to work as a centre-back, dragging him into the middle. Balde doesn't make the tackle right there. Barrios in the middle. Baena. It's a big, big miss and a goal kick Barcelona. Wow, we escaped danger. But the title race is heating up. This could go down to the game against Real Madrid. A draw was not good enough. The games before Real Madrid, however, we should be easily winning. There we land with 10 men as well. We come through diversity. Lewandowski with the goal. And despite no Pedri, Lewandowski finally scoring a hat-trick. Taking him joint with Lamine Yamal on goals, but the danger is not averted. We need to keep on winning. 3-0 against Getafe, that is beautiful. Although that's not. Moy Gomez, 88th minute equaliser from Frankie de Jong, leading into El Clásico, second versus first. And there is still 1 point in it. This could either be the title decider or title loser, depending on how our result goes here. I hope I've played my cards right, but the team looking tired. I think we've got 3 days rest still. Lewandowski has to stay as our striker. Didn't expect a game this big in episode 1 with this much riding on the bloody line. Come on, Barcelona, though. We've got to do the damage. Stop them winning this title. Kylian Mbappe. We've tackled him with Balde. Balde come a long way right there to make that. And Dani Olmo. He's still running Alejandro. Can we just feed that through to him? This is our left back on the turn. Courtois. I don't think he was ever messing that save up. Dodgy from us as Koundé as a centre-back makes a brilliant tackle. João Cancelo on the outside of him. Frankie de Jong down the line. He's kept onside Lamine Yamal. That is brilliant skill into Dani Olmo across Pedri. We're always waiting for Balde to make the run in towards Lamine Yamal. Still, we've got to keep doing it. And a tackle in there. Pedri. A very good one from a free kick. Rafinha. We need the run here. A strong run. That can't be Robert Lewandowski. It isn't. It's perfect placement into Pedri. Before half-time in El Clásico. Our number 8. El Magician. Fantastico run. Number 20, just across the box. And perfect timing on it as well. Half time. He's been phenomenal. Alejandro Balde, as now we need to go again. Rafinha, come on. We need to produce some skills here. Tackle by Valverde. Now they're going to run at us a bit more. Asking a lot of Robert Lewandowski, Vinny Jr. The space in the middle. They're just sneaking forward. Carreras. Tackle there, but not convincing from Pau Cubarsí, blocking off the passing lane. Carreras with the big shot. Scrappy game here, but at the moment we're still going to potentially put ourselves in for a huge title. Deciding moment with that Pedri goal. Unless Real Madrid come to shock us here late on. Carreras into the middle. Still trying to make all the blocks right here. Vinny Jr. Smart turn in the 89th minute as well. Real Madrid keep the title alive. Arbeloa's going absolutely mental. That turn just took Cubarsí and Frankie de Jong, I think it was, out of it. Alaves up next for us. Oviedo for Real Madrid. Yep, this title race is going down to the wire. We both play teams in the relegation zone. However, both with chances to survive, so maybe they're both putting up a fight. And I've got to keep simming. As an audit of the club's finances uncovered significant problems. Budget is decreased. That probably puts us out of signing Marcus Rashford on a permanent deal, which... is it all sad? I don't know, as Lewandowski still playing for his contract if he scores some goals here. He could get that, but it's Pedri, again, Mr. Clutch. And a 2-1 with him scoring again. Lewandowski missing a pen, which, yep, takes this season down to the wire with Madrid 1 point on our tails. Our tricky season means we have to go to Masia to get a point, or all 3, in fact. We can't afford a point here. We've got to go out and win it and lift the title away from home. Like I said, I went to this stadium in the summer. Really loved the look of it, the bat theme and everything. It's a shame to see them suffer a little bit in real life, and I really thought about making them the save for this episode, as Pedri, he is Mr. Clutch! 3 minutes into the game. Pedri, 6th goal of the season. I think we've got more out of him than Hansi Flick did. We are going to win La Liga if this goal is the only one in this game. Fantastic work. Only 3 minutes in as well, that one. As now 15, and Diego Lopez has a run on Frankie de Jong, who's struggling. Maybe Gavi comes into the team permanently, but that's good recovery from our veteran as Lewandowski, like I keep saying, playing for that contract. Lamine Yamal likes a low-down shot, but he's going to cross it into Pedri again. And that was maybe bad decision-making, in fact. I thought he could have done better with Pedri round the corner into Rafinha. Lewandowski, Dani Olmo goes from range. We're trying to win the league in style, and I want to keep going with that back post tactic. Hopefully it pays off. With Jules Koundé, he rises, it's blocked away, it falls down to Pau Kubasi, the other centre-back. He's not scoring that one. 45 minutes now on the clock. Lamine Yamal, look at the dancing he can do here. Pedri goes from range, too far range. It's okay though, it's okay. We're recovering the ball here, and we are winning the title as it stands. Cancelo slows right down, ball into Rafinha. And what's happened here? Is it handball? Handball against Thierry Correa? It is! Oh my days, chested onto his hand. Smart play, Rafinha. Does he take this penalty kick or Lewandowski? Oh my days, and I've timed it completely wrong. Lewandowski in a title decider misses the target. That could be the end of his Barcelona career. Not blaming myself at all for that little mess up, and it could cost us a title if we're not careful. 1-0, not a good scoreline here, away from home. Hugo Duro turns us. Duro tries to get away. Olmo round the corner. Pedri, Lewandowski's in the middle, but Pedri's been Mr. Clutch. Pedri has been Mr. Clutch! It's going to be huge whilst we try and win the Champions League with Barcelona, because it's been huge in the last 4 or 5 games we've actually played. This is a brilliant finish. Our number 8 into the box, 7 minutes added on, 2-0. It ends! Yes! I don't like the fact we've been away from home. Will Barcelona win the title? Get in there, lads. Sensational news all round as the captain, Rafinha, lifts the trophy. Jam-packed episode 1, am I right? As we're getting a player of the season, which is Kylian Mbappe. Now, he hasn't gone and won the La Liga trophy though, has he? I don't care about it. What I care about most now is looking at the players we could sign up. Lewandowski, do we give him another deal or do we let it expire? Because Barcelona are in money troubles. It now says 71 million. Weird, as we potentially could afford Marcus Rashford. Although there is no settle to buy clause. Interesting, really interesting in fact. Because now it leads on to maybe bigger or better. Lewandowski, I'm making that decision after that butchered penalty. I am going to look for another striker here. Alongside improving La Masia's academy, we're going to get more scouts out in the new season. Potentially a new kit. And potentially world-class players. As I've already mentioned, we deserve to win that league, judging by the goals we've scored. As Supercopa was won, Copa de España we were already out of. Before we even got started here, Liverpool versus Sporting. Makes you think, doesn't it? If we would have beaten Paris Saint-Germain, we could have been there. Or even been there, ending the entire save as Porto win the Europa League. Conference League final between Strasbourg and Fiorentina, 2 good sides. With our top scorer, yes, Lewandowski, but we've got Yamal, we've got Rafinha, we've got Torres who can score goals. We replaced Rashford as well. And I know it's only episode 1 and it's been a lot of success and a whirlwind, but if you're excited for this Barcelona save, leave a like and subscribe to the channel.